Awesome! We are live! Hello, everybody! I don't know how many people are here yet, but we are live. Cool, awesome. So, today we're going to be talking about A Darker Shade of Magic by V.E. Schwab. This wonderful book. So yeah, I think we'll just wait just a short while just so people can get here. And then I think we'll kind of go into a discussion about just an overview of everybody's thoughts. We'll go spoiler-free for the beginning. Then we can go into the spoilery discussion parts. So if you haven't read the book, you can leave after a little bit, just in case you're curious to know what people thought of it. But yeah, I think we'll probably just tweet out the link again. Get technical stuff done, then we can start with the discussion when people are here and ready to ask questions. Just wait a short while, just so people. Oh, I can hear someone's computer.
Oh, what happened? Oh, okay.
Oh, I could hear myself on someone's computer.
It was mine.
Okay.
I was like copying the link.
Right. Oh, that always kind of terrifies me. I'm like, wait, I can hear myself. Okay. Tweeting, retweeting. Oh, oops. That's not what I meant to do.
Okay.
Beautiful. Oh, also as well, just for the people that are viewing, you feel free to leave questions in the comment section, but it's usually a little easier to use the Q&A app. So on the screen, unless you've exited out it a bit, gotten rid of it, there should be like a bar around here, I think, that says, I'm not sure what it says actually, to join the Q&A thing. Let me see what it says. If my internet does what it's supposed to do. Oh yes, be part of the conversation. Click here to join the audience for this hangout. So yes, if you click on that, it will take you to this app thing where you can still see the live show, and then you can ask questions, and you can thumbs up the ones you like. So the ones that people are wanting to be answered can be answered first. Okay.
All right.
Sweet. Well, I think we've got a few people here and watching, so I think we'll go ahead and start with our thoughts on the books. Bridget, if you'd like to share your thoughts.
Yeah, hi, I'm Bridget from V Books, and I really enjoyed this book. It was probably one of my favorite books I've read so far this year. I felt like the characters were really well done, and the world was really well described, so you could tell like everything that was going on, and there was like a whole backstory for it. So I thought it was really well done. I really liked it. And I gave it a 100%.
100%. Beautiful. Sweet. Okay. Awesome. So I ended up giving A Darker Shade of Magic 4 out of 5 stars. I really, really enjoyed it. I absolutely loved the world building, and I'm really, really excited to see more of it. I liked all the different Londons and how they were quite different, with like the magic systems and everything. I really like the characters as well, and I'm excited to learn some more about them and see how things progress. I don't know, just the end of the book really left me wanting more, and it just has me really excited for more. So yeah, I really enjoyed it and definitely recommend it.
Oh, I'm next. I am Michael from Michael Bookline, and I gave the book 5 out of 5 stars. I really, really enjoyed it. I felt that, like you guys said so far, the characters were like really amazing and like well formed, and on top of that, like the parallel Londons and the intricacies of the Londons, but like how they were the same and different at the same time was really cool, and like how they had like colors to them. I don't know. I really liked the book, so that was me.
Hey guys, I'm Rachel, and I'm from Books Undone, and I really liked A Darker Shade of Magic. I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars just because I didn't feel right giving it a 4 stars, but it's probably around a 4.5 for me. It was really good, like y'all are saying. I really liked how each parallel London was so different from each other. She did a really great job of creating, you know, like the royalty and everything clear for each London. It was really awesome. I really liked the characters. I really enjoyed it. I'm really glad that I read it. I think I read it in like 3 days.
Oh, nice.
My turn?
Yes.
Is it my turn?
Yeah.
So, my name is Svetlana, and I also gave A Dark Shade of Magic 5 out of 5 stars, because I like books with a tiny little historical aspect to it, if you know what I mean. That's why I gave it 5 to 5 stars, and
Beautiful.
it's
Oh,
the
yeah.
second British book I've ever read.
Yeah. I agree, though. I really like books that have a historical aspect, especially when there's magic involved and it's kind of like old-timey as well. I don't know. I just really like those kinds of settings. The best. Awesome. So, I think we're going to be diving into spoiler territory. So, anyone watching, if you don't want to be spoiled on anything, then I'd probably advise you don't stick around. But we're going to be answering some questions here. And, okay, the first one that we have from the lovely Jessie the Reader. Who was your favorite character? It's a hard question.
The many ones.
Am I going first?
Yeah.
Well, I really liked Kel, and I liked his like friendships with all the different characters. So, like, I liked his coat a lot, like
Yeah.
how they in the beginning. And then, like, I liked how you sort of saw him change over the course of the book, but at the same time, like, it was still the same character. Like, you could still tell it was him, and he wanted to keep the same values he had. And then I really liked Rye, is how I say it. Like,
Yeah, that's how I
like,
say it too.
some comedic relief sometimes. So.
No, I agree, actually. I really like Kel as one of the main characters. And just because there's so much mystery behind him as well, like, we still don't really know what happened in his past and, like, how he came to be a part of the royal household kind of thing. So, I don't know, that just has me really intrigued. And I don't know, just kind of this, like, dark, mysterious character with this fancy cloak that's super awesome and I want it. But, yeah, I also really like Rye as well. I don't know, he's just a really likable kind of character. And I want to see more of him. A lot more. So.
Lots of storytelling on the way.
Pardon?
Lots of storytelling on the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I want to say not Kel because everyone said Kel, but Kel was my favorite character. I was thinking, like, who else could I say? I could say Lila, but I really like that Kel had magic. And oh yeah. So I think next book when like Lila discovers her magic, she'll be like even cooler. But for this one, definitely Kel is my favorite character because I feel like we didn't get to see enough of Rye either, for like to form a strong opinion on him. But Kel, for real, he was really cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna definitely agree with Michael. Kel was by far my favorite character. I liked his like mysteriousness. I like his character development through the entire story. He was awesome. I really liked him. And I gotta agree about Rye. I liked Rye, but I don't think we saw enough about Rye to for me to be like, this is a character I really enjoy. I'll probably love him in the next book. But I don't think I learned enough about Rye. And I liked Lila, but I just, personally, I have just like this natural drawing to male characters. So I really liked Kel. He was my favorite.
Awesome.
Yeah. I like that woman from the shop on the island.
Ooh. What was his name again?
I forgot.
Baron?
It was with double L in the middle.
The shop owner?
A-N-N-A, I think.
Yeah. Ooh, I feel like we might see more of him as well in the future.
A bit confusing.
Yeah. Ooh. He was a mysterious one. Super cool though. Gosh, what was his name though?
Which one is she talking about?
Poland.
The store owner.
Baron?
Was it Baron?
I thought, was Baron the guy who owned the Stone's
Oh,
Edge?
yeah, he owned the
Oh yeah,
the
he was
inn
cool.
thing.
Oh, yeah.
We're talking about the guy who like owned like who broke his seal or something, who went to the ends of the earth to break his seal from Astrid and Amos, that guy?
Oh, you're talking about Holland?
No. We're all so confused right now.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
I don't know.
I think I know who we're talking about, but I don't know his name.
Holland was the one that had that was like, owned by Astrid and Amos.
I thought like the shop owner also like had some seal put on him, and he was like really proud that he like broke the seal or something.
Didn't he die?
Yeah.
He did.
Wait, who are we talking
Yeah.
about?
No, we're talking about. No, we gotta be
We're
talking
talking
about.
about every single shopper.
Like, look at this
I'm
book.
sorry.
Oh,
I'm sorry, my English sucks.
no. Just,
Wait, Kaz, are you still looking for the name?
yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
We're talking about Baron. It's gotta be Baron then.
Okay.
We're talking about the. Wait, which guy are we talking about? The one who was like helping them in like the. Or like the guy who owned the pub.
Well, there is a Baron, and he was almost looking after Delilah.
Oh, yeah, so that's Baron.
Oh,
He's
Baron.
awesome also.
Yeah,
And he's
okay.
also,
Oh, okay, that is Baron. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's Baron.
Okay, yeah. I really liked him too.
Yeah.
That was so sad.
I was like, I liked him. Yeah.
No, I agree. He was awesome. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I like didn't start out the book knowing that Holland killed Baron, right?
Yes.
No. Yeah, well, yes,
Was it?
yes, Holland did. Mhm.
Yeah.
in a
Okay, because I didn't start out knowing that Holland was going to be like one of the villains. I
Well,
thought
I
he was
feel like
like,
he was forced into that position.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't really consider Holland a villain per se.
ooh, I definitely do.
Like, I can see how you think that, but like also at the same time, like he was being forced to do that by the Danes too.
Yeah.
So.
I know. I get what you mean. I don't know. With Holland, I just find him a very curious character, and I want to like. I kind of want to get into his head to really get to know him because we only kind of see his actions that are being influenced by Astrid
I
and Amos
agree.
and stuff.
Totally.
Yeah, so I don't know. Obviously I don't think he's dead. I think he's going to be back in the future books, and I don't know. I'm hoping that we can kind of get to know him more and get an impression of what he believes and what he thinks, and whether he really is like this evil person, like if there's any of that in him, or if it's purely like being influenced to act in certain ways. I don't know. I'm just really curious about his character, and I want to know more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think that the Schwab should write a novella from Han's point of view then.
Like when he gets sent to
yeah.
London.
Oh,
That'd be really
that would
cool.
be so good.
That would be really cool.
Oh, that would be epic. Sorry, the thought of that just makes me really excited.
I'm tweeted at the Schwab right now.
Yeah.
Bombard her with tweets being like, hey, hey, hey.
You
Yeah,
have to do this now.
Yeah.
So what you said, Michael, about Lila being like more powerful and like cool in the next books because she's like experimenting with her magic. You know the part where they were talking and with Tieran, I think his name was, and he said he was asking about why her eye was taken. Like when did it get taken?
Mm.
I was thinking that maybe she's like the Antari from Greyland.
I was watching, yeah, I know what you mean. Someone, oh gosh, I think it was
That's actually like a
Thoughts on
question right
Tomes.
now.
Oh, it is? Like speculation?
Yeah,
Okay.
it popped
Yeah.
up.
Kayla Walbert, yep.
Awesome. Yeah, because I watched someone's video, Thoughts on Tome. She did a review on it, and I was watching the spoilery version of the video, and she was talking about the eye and how possibly she could be an Antari if it was taken. Like, there's a high possibility because that's like the sure sign that you are an Antari. But then again, they seem to have this really like a lot of power. So why was it subdued so much?
But Tieran also said that she did have a lot of power. It was just sort of raw, and she didn't like have access to it.
Untapped. Yeah, she didn't have access to it. I don't know. That has me curious. Yeah. So,
I think she's something. I think
Pardon?
she's something opposite of Antari.
opposite of
That's my
Antari.
personal
Oh.
Ooh,
maybe.
that's a possibility because
Something
like.
similar.
Yeah, because like with the whole magic thing, a lot of it has been hidden, so like there might be things that we don't know about it.
Yeah.
and that not really anybody knows about it, so that could be a possibility.
But also in Wayland, they don't know a lot about the magic. Like, only the royals really know about the magic. So if the people, like, if her parents or something like that were, like, afraid since she had, like, the black eye, they just, like, got it removed.
And then if she doesn't know anything about magic, then
Yeah. Like,
least
if they-
likely to kind of stumble upon it.
Yeah.
But this is
That's
all
so
occurring to
interesting.
me right now. My mind is just casually being blown. So.
I know, right? Oh,
No, when I read that part, I was like, whoa, is this gonna happen?
I know.
No, I thought.
I didn't think about that until after the fact when I saw Thoughts and Tomes' video when she mentioned it. I was like, oh my god, maybe. Because
Yeah.
I didn't put much thought into the whole glass. I think I was kind of like, huh, she's kind of even more like a pirate now, like without the eye. Yeah.
I wish
Just so many questions. Yeah.
I think this book was similar to Neverwhere by Nadina. You know, in a kind of strangest way.
I haven't actually read Neverwhere, but that's one that I definitely want to read.
You said she compared it to Neverwhere?
Yeah.
You see, Neverwhere was kind of cruel to me. Blood-related aspect.
Yeah.
You know, funnily,
Ooh.
I kind of compared A Darker Shade of Magic to Mistborn. Because I saw Kel as Kelsier and Lila as Ben.
Mistborn, Fire Vampire.
Yeah. I need to read those books.
Well, talking about like comparing books, I was thinking about this while I was reading it. But you know how Kel can't remember his name, and it's just like Kel from the knife, and it sort of reminded me of in The Mortal Instruments and City of Bones, or I think it was City of Bones. And Jace couldn't remember his name. And then he got his name from like the JC, and then it came into Jace.
Okay.
That's true.
I was trying to think about that earlier, and I was like, oh, that's what it was.
Oh, so cool.
I'm not comparing books, I'm comparing only writing styles.
Oh, so writing styles. Okay. Yeah, I really like Victoria's writing style.
I think that like plays on when Jessie asked, no, who asked it about our favorite book from her. Have you guys read other books from her?
I read the
I read Vicious.
Oh no.
Yeah. Yeah,
It
I've
was
read.
awesome.
Yep. Vicious. I think Vicious is definitely my favorite. I've read all of her other books except for the sequel to The Archived. I haven't read The Undone yet, but yeah.
You need to read that.
Okay, I've got it. I own it.
You gotta get on that. No, it's okay because I haven't read Vicious yet, so I'm right there with you.
Yeah.
I own it, but I haven't read it.
Yeah.
I've read The Archive, The Unbound, and A Darker Shade of Magic. I haven't read Vicious.
Yeah, same.
Has anyone read The Near Witch?
No, but I really want to.
I didn't. I only heard about it.
Oh, okay, yeah. I like that one as well. It's I don't know how to describe it, but I still like it. Okay.
I think A Darker Shade of Magic is my favorite.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I think that they're two different kinds of like, because she considers this adult, and the Unbound and the Archived are considered young adult. So I think that I like them equally for two different reasons. Like I really liked the Archived, and I really like the Unbound, just because I like the writing style, I like the concept of it. It was really unique. But I guess it's the same thing with A Darker Shade of Magic. Probably A Darker Shade of Magic is my favorite, but I did read the Unbound like the day it came out. So I don't know. I like all her books. I just really like Victoria Schwab.
Yeah. No, I read the Archived and the Unbound like a while ago, so I feel like since it's fresh in my mind, A Darker Shade of Magic is like more of my favorite.
Yeah.
But, like, if I gave them a reread, I would probably have like different thoughts.
True. Okay, so another question here. Which London do you want to see more of in the next books? And my first thought is Black London. Yeah.
Same.
Totally agree. And I think, we'll definitely get to see it, just because the way that things ended with... Yeah. Like, I don't know, just, like, with how things ended with Holland, like, there was no, like, he's kind of pushed into the portal thingy, like pushed through the door, and that's all that we really know about it. So like,
Yeah.
he's
I feel like
likely to survive.
I feel like it'd be really awesome if we got like part of the chapters were Holland's story trying to like survive in Black London, since like this time it was Kel and Lila, and like what if one of them was like it was his like perspective, because it has to somehow play into like the next story. I doubt the Black Stone probably just is done once it's there, or maybe it is.
No,
I don't know what I'm saying, but yeah, I think
I feel
that'd
like
be
Oh, I don't know. From reading, like I've read if you've seen on Goodreads, there's already a synopsis for the next book.
Oh
And
yeah.
I'm pretty sure that because I've read reading the synopsis, it makes me feel like Black London's going to be like really important, and Holland is still alive or still there, because it says that he's not dead. He's like Antares are really hard to kill, so I don't even think he's dead or anything like that. So I think it's gonna be really important in the next book.
Well, because he wasn't dead when they sent him through.
Yeah.
Yeah, it says another. Sorry, I'm just looking at the synopsis. It's like, while Red London is caught up in the pageantry and thrills of the games, another London is coming back to life.
So Black.
Like, which other one would it be?
So I think Jesse asked, any thoughts on what might happen in the next book?
I think Lila will get more of her powers.
Yeah. And we'll see Black London.
Also, on top of that, who do you guys think is on the cover? Do you think that's Svetlana?
I thought that was Lila.
I have a thought on what might happen in the third book. They
In
will
the third
finally reach Black London.
I thought it was a duology.
No, it's
I don't know.
how do you say it? Chronology.
I had no idea.
Wait, is it a
I'm
duology?
telling you, by the last book, they will reach Black London. I'm telling you.
Mm-hmm. Oh, no, it definitely will go to Black London. We'll find out, at least. But, yeah, what you were saying, Mike, I think that is Lila on the cover, because she looks like with the coat and then the daggers and then the hat, it looks piratey, and she is a wannabe kind of pirate.
I agree. I think it's Lila on the cover.
Yeah,
I really like the cover.
I know.
I love them so much.
They did such a good job.
On like the American covers, there's like the hands coming out like under her, and do you think that's like a symbol of like her magic, what it's gonna be or something?
Yeah.
Possibly.
Well, part of me when I looked at it, part of me made me think like so some of my favorite parts of A Darker Shade of Magic were those really random little chapters where it was the darker magic was the stone was kind of like changing people, and like they were getting it, and they were almost like I don't want to even use the word zombie, but they were almost like
possessed.
I kind of got that impression.
You know what I mean? So like I feel like the hands maybe like a lot of people are maybe turning or something like that. Does that make sense?
Why are the hands red?
Oh wait, I'm gonna look at the cover right now.
I think it is Lila though, because I think that's like the outfit that she described that she got from the lady at the shop.
Yeah, for the masquerade ball. Yeah. Just without the horns.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that. I think it's Lila.
Mm-hmm. But if it was for magic, then wouldn't it be black? Like it was the darker magic?
Maybe she's like... I mean, clearly it signifies something in Red London.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it could be something from Red London.
Then that makes me think, what's
she gonna
Black
do?
London? Is that signifying Black London?
Yeah, she's leaving Black London.
Or it could be just grey, but that's more black than grey.
yeah.
And then you can't do white.
I would just be.
Yeah?
I think it's grey.
You think it's grey? It could be. It looks more black, but if we're just going purely on this symbolism thing.
No, I thought it was black, yeah.
Black is supposed to be dark.
But then again, they don't have like a wide colour palette for it anyway. Like it's very white, black and red kind of thing.
Yeah.
Ah, awesome. Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna have a quick look over on the comment section on YouTube because I think we've got a few comments or questions over there.
Thing, yeah. We kind of just answered what are our thoughts on Black London on this, so yeah, it's definitely very interesting.
Oh, the name of that store owner, the one that had the pawn shop, was Fletcher.
Fletcher?
Yeah. Someone commented with the name. Someone asked, did it bother you that the main conflict with the stone wasn't introduced until about 100 pages into the book? To me, it was basically just describing the Londons for the first 100 pages without any real conflict.
Well, I felt like that was sort of needed so that you got like a hold of the story and like you got really into the world, and then once you were in the world and you could picture it sort of around you, then it like all sort of hit off like.
Yeah. No, I agree, because I find it's quite necessary, especially in fantasy and like adult fantasy books, because there is so much world building that needs to be done. They kind of need to set the stage a little bit. So it didn't really bother me that it took a little while to get into it, because honestly, I really liked learning about the different Londons and having that world building. I really appreciated it and I really enjoyed it. So I didn't mind it, but I can understand why some people would find it a bit slow to start out with if they were really into like the action kind of books, if that was their forte, if you know what I mean. But yeah.
Yeah. No, I personally thought that she like made it, her description of the worlds like interesting enough, and that like learning about them through her world building was like worth the reading. I think I like said in my Goodreads review, like if this was just a book about building the world, I would have read the whole thing because I thought it was really good.
Yeah, I have to agree. I think that I think it was necessary. The building of each London was necessary to show us what each London represented, so that when we got to the stone, that we could see the significance of the stone as in regards to all the other Londons.
Yeah.
I don't question anything what after her to say.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
No,
not
same.
anyway.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I read a blog post about written by Victoria Schwab, kind of like in response to someone like asking about world building and stuff like that. I can't remember exactly what it was, but I think it's on her blog or something. She definitely tweeted about it, but yeah, she was just talking about how like it was quite an important part of it, and yeah, I really like having the stage set before diving into the book.
But also, I felt like the set was like really interesting, and like really got to know the different Londons, and like the way she described it, it made it really realistic and everything.
Exactly,
And
like you could totally picture it all.
Judge the Third.
Pardon?
I got to know Judge the Third.
Yeah.
I thought he was fictional.
Yeah. I don't know. Just I don't. Sorry, the brain's doing something strange, but I think I really liked. This is my question to all of you guys, but which London did you like the best? Well, I think probably like give an answer. I just really like Red London the best, and I really liked that it had a red tinge to it from the river. Sorry.
Yeah.
I thought that was interesting and kind of creepy.
What was the river? Isle.
Pardon? The Isle.
What
the
was
red.
the river's name? Isle.
The Isle. I think that was that the one? Because obviously for the Grey London it was the Thames, obviously, and then I think it was the Isle for Red.
I thought that the Red London was the Thames. They had the Thames. They had the magic.
No, I thought that was.
No, it was Grey London. Because Grey London's the most. The Grey London's the most like the real London today.
Yeah,
I think
most modern.
Yeah. Just think so. I remember.
Yeah, I really liked Red London, and I liked the idea that they smelled sort of like flowers, but it was different kinds of flowers based on who was there. Like the king said he smelled roses all the time, I think it was. And then she said, "Oh yeah, you smell flowery," and then like there's that whole thing.
That was a wonderful idea, actually. That magic can have a scent.
Sorry? It's hard to hear you, sorry.
That was wonderful idea about
Wonderful
magic
idea.
having a scent.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
interesting because magic doesn't usually have like a smell. It's not really like, it's not something that usually has the
I
smell.
think-
So,
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think
so that
about at least not a scent.
yeah.
Yeah, I liked how Lila, when she got to Red London, how she was like, oh my gosh, it really does smell like flowers all around me and everything.
Yeah.
And
That was
like
kind
how
of
when she got
empowering as well.
yeah. When she got there and she was the first person to mention that there was like a red tint to the London, and I thought that was, I think so at least, and I thought it was cool that like Kel didn't see it because he was there so often, but she saw it and everything was like slightly red, and I think that'd be really cool to like look at personally. I don't know.
Mm.
It would also probably set me off a little bit, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
Everything was just
London. I liked Red London a lot, but I also, weirdly enough, I also really liked White London, just because
Okay.
I'm the type of person that really enjoys like darker reads, more sadistic type of reads. So I appreciated the like creepiness, or not the creepiness, but like the sadistic side of White London with the twins. I thought that was really neat. It was really dark, and I really enjoyed that. I really liked White London. I loved Red London, but I really liked White London too.
I agree, yeah.
Yeah.
That kind of, in response to the question, someone also asked about the Danes, and they thought they were gone too soon. And what did you guys think about the twisted nature of the twins?
I thought it was a really interesting concept that they had to like grapple for power, and whoever won would like become the king and queen and everything like that.
Mm.
And I liked how at the beginning when we were learning about Astrid and I don't know what was her name. Well, no, she was Astrid and was it
Amos.
Amos? Yeah.
Yeah.
When we were first learning about them, I liked how it was just their names and you didn't know about them, and then it was like here they are and everything sort of.
Mm.
Like you just heard about them and then you went into it.
Yeah. I totally agree with Rachel. I really like I think Svetlana. I think she'd frozen for a little bit. Yeah, I really like kind of dark and twisted reads, and especially those kind of twisted characters. I just find them so intriguing. And I get so curious, and I want to get into their head and understand them. I don't know, just because they're so like kind of like those characters were quite evil and like power hungry and like just to the core, like torturing poor souls. I was just like, oh my god, like yeah. It would be horrifying to live in White London, but I'm just so intrigued by it.
Definitely.
No, yeah, I was gonna say I thought they made like really, really honest villains. Like sometimes you're reading a book and the villain isn't like that threatening and you don't really find them compelling, but they were like really compelling. And I think it'll be interesting to see like who is set up as the villain, like the next book. Because I want to think that she's like set plot points for the villain to be like someone we know, but I think these two made like really cool villains, and like the end fight was amazing.
Yeah.
Between I was like, I don't want this to stop. This is so great.
It kind of reminded me, just with the fight, just with the kind of magic that they used, I was watching the TV show at the same time, pretty much, so I kind of had some overlaps, but like the fighting and the way they fought reminded me of airbenders, like not airbenders, but benders, like from Avatar.
Yeah.
I was like, yes, it's so epic, because I could really picture it in my head like they do in the show. So I was like,
Yeah. When Kel was like bringing up like the rock walls, like earth bending, what's up?
Being like, phew, and then like pushing
like-
it, and I was just like, oh, it's so cool.
Yeah.
I agree. I don't know that I want to say that the Danes were gone too soon, because I mean it was pretty much the end of the book whenever they were like killed off. Yeah. But I thought it was really interesting how they were kind of killed separately. Although I think it's really interesting the point that they're both like so like they're power hungry, like they just want to they want to break down the wall. But I thought it was really interesting that whenever the Atmos died, he was killed off. Whenever what's her name? Astrid, was that her name?
Yeah.
Whenever she walked in, that her reaction isn't, oh my god, my brother's dead. Her reaction is, I want the stone. And I thought that was
Yeah.
really interesting. That just lends to how, like, evil they were. And I thought that was so cool. I was like, okay, like, they don't care that either of them is alive. They care that they have the stone.
Mm-hmm.
Power.
Exactly. Love it.
Was anyone else like disappointed that Lila didn't discover her powers when she was fighting Astrid?
Yeah.
A little bit,
I was
yeah.
like,
But I feel like that would have been a bit convenient of
Yeah,
TV time as
I
well. Like,
understand.
you could
I was just
expect
like-
that to happen. Like, that's like
Uh-huh.
something that would happen typically in a story. So, like, I get it. But that would have been pretty epic, like,
Yeah.
obviously.
Because I feel like we missed out a little bit with her fight. Because like it started, and then we cut back, and she's like, "Oh, my gun's out of bullets, and my knife is like at the steps by her, and like she's gonna kill me, and it's okay." And I was like, "No, like use your magic and like do some crazy thing to her." Like I really wanted Lila to like kick her
Yeah.
butt a little bit, but
But at the same time, I feel like it was good that she was sort of mortal in that way. Like, she
yeah.
was human, so she didn't have the magic to help her, and that like made her escape by her own sort of wit and everything.
Yeah, exactly.
I agree. I think that it would have been a little bit too convenient had her powers like manifested, because while I was reading that too, I kept thinking, okay, she's about to like pull some badass type magic stuff. I'm like, it's gonna happen. I see it, and then it didn't happen. I was like, okay, I can appreciate that.
Yeah.
I thought it would have been a little bit convenient.
Yeah. Definitely agree. Okay, here is another interesting question. What are our thoughts on a possible relationship between Lila and Kel? Did you feel like something was happening between them in some of those very brief moments?
Mm. Am I going?
I was like, no.
I don't know. I feel like I really like their friendship a lot because that was sort of like what was building up, and like you saw their friendship and relationship build. But at the same time, I feel like even if they were to get together, I don't know. I feel like they're so different that they wouldn't work out. I don't know, like not work out. Like they have such a good friendship that I don't want them to really get into a relationship.
Yeah. I get what you mean. Yeah. Like, I don't know, I just feel I like the fact that they did like develop that friendship from the get-go, especially just considering the way that their whole relationship kind of thing started, like clashing. Like she stole from him, and then they were like trying to kill each other pretty much. So I like that it didn't develop into a romantic kind of relationship at the get-go. But I could see that something might happen, but I wouldn't be disappointed if it didn't. Like I'm really for either or.
Yeah, I feel like if it's done properly, it will work out.
Yeah, if it's done well, yeah.
I mean, I didn't realize how much I shipped them until the end, and she was kind of flirting with Rye a bit, and I was just like, no, that's not your territory, Rye. Like, step back. And like, I'm hoping that something happens with Kel more than it happens with Rye, because Kel would just be like, oh, because he's the prince and everybody likes him, but with Rye, and then with Kel it'd be like it's something natural that they like had feelings for each other after like basically putting their lives on the line to save each other. So I would rather see that happen than something with Rye and Lila. I'll say that.
I think that I might prefer them not to have a relationship, and this is kind of why I guess none of y'all have read Mistborn, but I guess this is why I kind of saw Mistborn with the two main characters of that one, because at first I thought, well, are they gonna have a relationship? And then it was kind of confusing to me, or not confusing, but like I was kind of like, what's gonna go on here? So I don't know that I want them to have a relationship, but I can see them having a relationship. I think I appreciate the friendship between them right now first, even though they had like those moments where they kissed, but I don't think that those kisses were like anything romantic. I think they were more just like good luck kind of kisses. So
like spur of the moment, just like,
yeah.
I might never see you
I
again,
could
but
see it,
here.
like, maybe developing, but I don't even want her to have a relationship with Rye either. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of just would prefer them to stay separate, but I don't think I would be like devastated if they didn't. So I can go either way, I guess.
Yeah.
On those comments about Rye, I don't know if this was just me, but I got the impression that he was either gay or bi.
I got bi vibe from him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because like there were those like kind of comments about him having men in his room.
Yeah, in the beginning
Yeah.
of Holland when they were like flirting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that. I could definitely see that.
Yeah. And then I liked, even though I know what you were saying, Michael, about like him and her, but I felt like they're talking back and forth, Rye and Lila, towards the end. I felt like that was sort of really cute, just because you know that she's such good friends with Kel that like since he gets to meet her and like since they have like the brotherly bond sort of that like it was nice having them meet and like I liked how he was like I apologize for anything I did. I wasn't myself, and then he was like, well, I shot you, but that was me entirely because I was just saving my life, so I don't really care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like, I'm not apologizing for anything.
Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
And I feel like that like encapsulates her character.
Okay, here's another good question. I have a feeling that what Lila will have to do to pay back Calla, was it, for the clothes will be a big part of the next book. What do you guys think? I definitely think that's going to come into play.
Yeah.
For sure. Because it was left kind of hanging, like really, you don't know what kind of favor she's going to ask for. It could really be anything. So I feel like that would definitely come into play at some point.
Yeah.
It reminds me of the I think, how like VE or Victoria like plants the fact that it's gonna play in, but like moves on really quickly, so it like sticks in your head, but your stuff. And like in retrospect, I feel like that I and her paying back the consensus.
Oh, I just saw an interesting comment. In the acknowledgements, V.E. Schwab thanks a film agent. Do you think that means they're making a movie of it?
Oh, Lord, I hope so.
But as long as it's done well.
Yeah. I think they could do so much with it.
Yeah.
I think it'd play out really interestingly as a movie. All the parallel nuns would be really neat.
Yeah, to see how they did it, like with the different effects you could do.
Yeah.
Red London. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. Seeing if there's any more questions. How long did it take you guys to read? I know someone said it took them 3 days.
Pretty much, yeah. It took me like 3 days. Mostly, I know I'm going out of turn, I'm sorry. But mostly because for a second I had forgotten that I had volunteered to host, and then whenever Kat sent me the invite, I was like, oh crap. So I was like, gotta start today. So I read it in like 3 days.
Yeah, I started it, and then I had like a really busy week, so I couldn't read anything. And then I was hosting this readathon, and I just sort of finished it within like the first 2 days of that, and I was just like, oh my god, I just have to keep reading. Then I just sort of got sucked in, and I was like, I have to just keep reading. I can't do anything else.
Yep.
I
read it during the Dewey's 24-hour readathon, so I read it all in that one day, but also it's because I'm really bad with keeping up with the little book club reads, and I usually end up doing it last minute, so then I have to kind of read it fast. That's why I changed it to the 2 months, but even still, I only read this, like, finished reading it, like, how many days ago? Like 10 days ago? Yeah, just over a week ago, kind of thing. Yeah.
I mean, it definitely took longer than the usual book because it is one of those books, since it's so intricate, that you have to, like, pay attention. You can't really skim read, which I kind of do sometimes. And so it took me a while, but it was also one where I wanted to keep going, so it wasn't like a task to have to finish it. So I'd say probably like 3 or 4 days too, I think, overall, but yeah.
Yeah, on that note as well, I thankfully, I was able to read the first 130-ish pages, I think. I got the excerpt from NetGalley, so I read that first about 130 pages like a month or two ago. I was before the actual Little Book Club started, so it was quite a while ago. It was not long before the book actually came out. So I was able to read that first 100 or so pages with all the world building really slowly. Then when the readathon came around, I was able to kind of like skim read it. So I didn't like miss out on any of it.
Yeah, I got the preview from NetGalley too, but I just started from the beginning anyways.
Yeah.
Because I think that's what's so nice about Victoria Schwab's like writing style is like she writes in a way that you just like fly through her books. Like she has such a beautiful writing style. Her prose, everything is amazing. I love her writing style. It just makes it so easy to just read it all and you just don't want to stop.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's true.
Like I powered through Vicious as well, I'm pretty sure. I just never want to put the books down, and I always like want to read them. Like with Vicious as well, I was reading it at really inconvenient moments. Like I was at a friend's house, and I was like, I'm so sorry, but like I have to read this book. Like it's so good. But
You're my favorite kind of person.
Please. And then after I finished it, I was like, everybody has to read this. Why aren't you reading it? I'm like, God. But yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was doing with A Darker Shade of Magic. I was like, why haven't you read this? You need to read this.
I know, it's so good. Okay, well, excuse me. I think we don't have too many more questions, so I think we're going to probably wrap it up soon, unless there's anything you guys want to bring up in discussion and talk about.
What did you think about Cal not remembering the first 5 years of his life? Like, do you think that's going to come into play soon?
Yeah, definitely. I think eventually, I'm not sure how far down the track, but eventually something will come up or he'll meet someone who does know a bit more about his past, or maybe he finds out from Rye or like the royal family, like possibly something might happen and then the truth.
You know, like what could have caused him to like not remember everything?
Oh, wasn't there, didn't he have a scar from like a magic that called like about memory, so basically like it was forced onto him so he didn't remember?
Yeah, the king gave it to him. I think that the king did give it to him.
But maybe he was like escaping from his family or something, like forcefully, but then they wanted to like make him sort of part of their family. So like he wouldn't remember his other family, so he wouldn't feel attached to them.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, because I think that's what I got the impression that the royal family kind of took him because of his powers.
Yeah.
Okay.
But obviously they weren't like horrible to him, which is good. Like they actually did end up like loving him and everything. But that's the impression that I got from like the whole thing about like the scar and the fact that he doesn't remember his like childhood and things like that, and the fact that he wasn't actually blood related to them. Like they were obviously very different.
Yeah. Because he doesn't look anything like them. So.
Yeah.
I think that maybe one of the only like I think the reason I didn't give it a full 5 stars, I think maybe one of the only like negative-ish things about the book for me was that I mean like the hype surrounding the book was huge. I mean like it was massive. Everybody was talking about it, so of course like I needed it. So when I read it, I wasn't underwhelmed. I think it definitely lived up to the hype. But I think that one of the things that kind of threw me off was I was seeing everybody was talking about Rye, and they kept talking about Rye and this great relationship. So I think for a little while when I read the book, I kept expecting there to be this big relationship between Rye and Kel. I didn't, you know what I mean? Like I figured that they were going to have this like big relationship in the book, and then like when reading it, and like I can tell that Rye and Kel are supposed to be like brothers, they're supposed to be really close, and that you're supposed to really like Rye, but because she didn't really develop Rye, I kind of didn't feel anything for him. Like I thought he was an interesting character, but I didn't feel like anything. Like I understand I'm supposed to like him, but because she didn't really develop him all that much, I just didn't really care so much about him in the story, I guess. I think that was maybe one of the few things that was kind of like negative-ish about the book. Like not bad, but it was just kind of weird to me that I'm supposed to like him, but I don't know him, so it was kind of off-putting for in a sense.
Yeah, I get what you mean. I think it would have benefited to have more of Rye present at the beginning and seeing like how he and Kel interact and stuff like that, and to get to know Rye a little bit more. Yeah, I got what you mean. I see it.
I don't want to sound too bad, but like that's the reason I sort of wasn't upset when when Rye almost died, or sort of technically died but came back to life. I felt like I should have felt more for it, but since we didn't know him that well, I feel like it wasn't as much of a hit. And at the same time, I knew that he wasn't dead because like everyone was like talking about like you said, Rachel, how he was like in the next book, or how their relationship was a big deal. So I like knew he wasn't dead. So I feel like that was a little spoiled for me.
Well, I feel like also, even though we didn't really get to know him, I feel like we should have had maybe like a part of it at the beginning, like them just on a regular day, maybe, like just interacting and everything. We didn't really see how Kel's life normally was. We just saw it like immediately from there. And you could tell sort of though that Rye cared for Kel, like how he didn't want him to get in trouble for smuggling him. And then I feel like even though we didn't really know him when he like died, like at the same time we were seeing it through Kel's eyes, so we sort of felt his pain because we sort of saw how much he cared about Rye. If you know what I mean, like even though we didn't really know Rye, they have that really like strong bond.
You can tell that there is that relationship there. It just would have been nice to see a little more evidence of it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like that he was risking his life for him too when he was like trying to save him.
Exactly. Okay, well my internet's actually starting to freeze up a little bit. So I think this is about a good time to wrap it up. So I thought I'd answer one more question from Miss Sassy Cassie, and she's asking, what's your next book? And I'm assuming this is referring to the next book that the little book club's going to be reading. And for the theme of mythology, we're going to be reading American Gods by Neil Gaiman.
Nice.
I'm so excited. I haven't read much Neil Gaiman, and I want to read more. So that has me excited. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining me to host it, and for everybody for coming and watching.
Thank you for having us. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
I'm glad. But yeah, thank you
for
guys.
having so much energy. Yeah.
It's 7 in the morning.
Yeah, this was a lot of fun. I enjoy talking about this book. There's a lot to talk about because it's quite a complex world and everything. So yeah, it was good to talk about it and see kind of slightly different thoughts about it too. So yeah, I think we're going to wrap it up here. So thank you all once again for coming, and see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.